He's the one who can do no wrong and everyone seems to bend over backward to accommodate him. For years, I tried to brush it off, but it's hard not to notice the favoritism. I started thinking back to a recent family dinner we had. It was a few weeks ago, and at the time, I didn't think much of it. We were all sitting around the table, and my mom made a comment about future plans and how everything was finally settled. I remember laughing it off as just vague talk, but now it feels like a piece of the puzzle I completely missed. After the coffee shop encounter, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was very wrong. I decided to share what happened with my best friend, Chris. He's been my sounding board for years and I knew he'd give me some perspective. I told him about what the lawyer said and Chris was immediately suspicious. He pointed out how odd it was for Mr. Jenkins to let something like that slip and suggested I confront my parents directly. It made sense, but I was hesitant. I didn't want to jump to conclusions, but I also couldn't ignore the gnawing feeling in my gut. A few days later, I decided to visit my parents unannounced. I showed up at their house and the vibe was off from the moment I walked in. My mom looked startled to see me and there was this uncomfortable silence that hung in the air. When I casually brought up the topic of estate planning, she got defensive saying it wasn't something I needed to worry about. It was clear she didn't want to talk about it and my dad just sat there not meeting my